Hello, everybody. Welcome along. It is West Brom versus Leicester. In form, West Brom versus record-breaking leaders Leicester. Two teams fairly evenly matched at the moment, both looking to show their championship promotion credentials. Welcome to the watch along. Right, good afternoon. Let's get straight to the elephant in the room. Hello, everybody, and do make yourself known in the chat. We are on a watch along right now, but Sky currently don't have the feed. It says on my screen, we're really sorry for the temporary, flag up that word, fault, and hope to return to the scheduled program shortly. So, this has never happened before on the channel when we've done a watch along. We've basically got about 14 minutes for Sky to sort their feed out. Else, we're just going to be having a chat. Maybe I'll get the radio commentary up and it can be a listen along for the time being. Big up Ewan in the chat. 17 us as well. Make yourself known. Let me know your thoughts. And if we can do some kind of TV signal dance type thing, like I don't know, the version of a rain dance to get this going. They're showing a South Wales derby here at the moment from 2009 on Sky. Just to get that feed going, there's going to be lots of panicky people in the Sky trucks at the moment. I do not know what has happened there. As far as I know, the game is all fine. I've been on the West Brom Twitter just a minute ago, and all looks good there. But Sky just struggling to get their feed going at the moment. I'm on Sky Football HD, and as I say, not a lot going on, just an old game being showed there. Hopefully, when they've sorted it all out, we are going to have a really good game here between West Brom and Leicester, which over the last few weeks has just become a really, really fascinating matchup. If I bring the table up, Leicester have obviously been amazing to get to 43 points from 18 games. But, and whether this is a big but or a small but, we can see a 4-game drop off. It could change. They've won 9 on the trot, I think, before that. Could go and win 9 on the trot again. But 4 points in 4 games is not good form by any metric other than if you're trying to get out of the bottom 3. West Brom have really, really got into gear under Carlos Corberan, and they're in fantastic form. You can see there. Well, look, add it up over the last 5 games, 13 points, plays 7. So West Brom have hacked 6 points out of Leicester over those last 5 games, even over the 4 games. It's a 6-point swing as well. So really, really nicely poised, this one. And obviously with West Brom being the home team, that always adds a little bit of sauce there. Robert, afternoon. It's okay, Ben, as long as Ipswich and Coventry isn't affected. Well, we hope it's just the feed and nothing worse there. Jim, thought it was me just not seeing the match. No, it's me too. I'm very confused. I'm now seeing... Oh, God, we're really scraping the barrel here. This is probably the worst playoff final I think I've ever seen this. Huddersfield versus Reading from 2017. BT, yes, we are all having trouble with Sky Sports at the moment, and we're hoping in the next 11 minutes we are going to get to see the beautiful pictures of the Hawthorns popping up. Look. Let's talk about the teams because there should still be plenty to discuss before we do get to the game, and we can go to your predictions, all of that good stuff. We've just got to imagine everything's going to start working at some point before 12:30. Welcome to Mike as well in the chat. Everybody do get involved and hit the like button and all of that good stuff. By the way, the other elephant in the room today is I've had about 3 hours sleep. Was working down in the south of England, in Dorset last night, and got home at 3 a.m. and I've been up with Enid. I've taken her to Soccer Tots and we're ready to go, but I haven't had much sleep, put it that way. I was going to go to Ipswich Coventry today, but there was no way my body was going to let me do 3-4 hours in the car and sitting in the cold for 2.5 hours as well. So those are the elephants in the room. Still no signal from Sky. I'm going to get very excited when that does all hopefully change very soon. Ever the optimist, because I remember sitting through this playoff final actually at the time with Dave from the Blue Monday podcast. Actually, it was a dreadfully cagey game, wasn't it? We'll go through the teams in a second. This game will be a draw, you, and we'll hopefully get to see some of it. Lovely, thank you so much, BTM, very kind. Dave, welcome, legend. A very happy we can certainly talk about that. Wow, 6 points in a few days for QPR. How about that, indeed? Anyway, let's go through the teams here and assume we are going to see everything on our screens very shortly. West Brom just on fire. We made them the Parkins pick, or Sam did on the Championship Check-In podcast. They are the team to watch at the moment. What's happening with Sky, Kieran? No one has a clue at the moment. We'll figure it out, hopefully, and they'll figure it out. There's a temporary fault, and they put this playoff final on. It's horrible, isn't it? Thoughts on Tom Cannon? Well, I'll give you my thoughts on him, and they're fairly similar to yours. We can talk about him at Preston last season, but keep those comments going. Well, this temporary fault goes on Sky. You're more entertaining than this blooming playoff final that we're watching. Palmer in goal for West Brom. It is now 8 clean sheets and 11 for this back line here. Connor Townsend, left back. Darnell Furlong, him of that long throw, and scored in the game against Ipswich on Sky last week. Cedric Kipre and Semi Ajayi, a couple of fine physical specimens at centre-back there for West Brom. Look, it'll be Yakuslu, and it's not going to be Phillips in central midfield. We think it'll be Mowat. You'd imagine, well, I don't quite know. You'd imagine Phillips will be down the right, Dean Garner in the 10 position, and Sarmiento as they've got him. So do a bit of jiggery-pokery in your brain there. Swap Phillips for Dean Garner for Mowat. Send them all around in a little circle, and you're all right. Brandon Thomas Asante up front for the Baggies. For Leicester, Mads Hermansen in goal. James Justin and Ricardo Pereira. Some of the caliber of these players in this Leicester team is absurd. Wout Faes and Yannick Vestergaard, a very cosmopolitan European-looking pair of centre-backs there. Harry Winks, he's had a cigar on most of the season. Wilfred Ndidi, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. Remember, the way that Leicester play, it goes to a back three, doesn't it? Pereira tucks into midfield with Winks and Ndidi and Dewsbury-Hall. They're high number 8s or number 10s, kind of virtually, aren't they? Embarrassment of riches, kind of wide for Leicester. Mavididi and McAteer in today. I'm sure we'll look at the bench in a sec and see some other great options for the Foxes. Kelechi Iheanacho, how many goals has he got this season? Let's have a look. Already 5 goals and an assist from 9 starts. And the poor Derby fans are going to have to sit through some highlights of that infamous playoff final there. Richard Keogh, Bobby Zamora final. We're now looking at who got red carded in this. Who got red carded? Was it Gary O'Neill? Am I misremembering that? I'm going to find out very, very soon. Those are your teams. And we are now 6 minutes from kickoff, and we still don't have the feed from Sky, which isn't good news. So I do appreciate you lot being in the comments and keeping things ticking along. We'll still try and do the predictions, but let's read some comments first. What do we got here? Anti-Tomo, if you had to pick Ipswich or Leeds to get automatic, who would you pick? This guy doesn't know I'm an Ipswich fan, does he? I can't answer that objectively because I'm an Ipswich fan. I'd obviously pick Ipswich. But yeah, love what Leeds are doing at the moment. Kieran, come on, West Brom. Ipswich need you to win. Yeah. So Kieran is right there. Let me just, you see the table over to the right of your screen. If Ipswich were to be able to gain, look, they're not going to do it on goal difference. So you're looking at Leicester dropping points and an Ipswich win. Could go top of the league today. But let's not get all ahead of ourselves. Jim, West Brom still skint and needing money. Yes. They've just taken out another loan. And we know they've taken loans, West Brom, out against the parachute payments that they had that have now run out, essentially. So, yeah, problematic. BTB, I would say if Leicester don't get a proper striker who can score goals, what's Jamie Vardy then? There's a big chance they won't get automatic promotion. But, yeah, I accept the argument that maybe Vardy at his age now can't start all the games and carry the load there. Maybe we'll see one in January, or Tom Cannon will pop up. Whose idea was it to give Moore a penalty that day? Yeah, we're looking at some old playoff finals. The Sky are still telling us we're really sorry for the temporary fault. Hope to return to the scheduled program shortly. They've got 4 bloody minutes to sort it out. I will stick on. Well, do you know what? I'll stick on this channel because I don't want to scroll around. But if anyone starts seeing the game ahead of me, let me know what channel you've got it on. And I'm on Sky Sports Football HD here. We're not seeing anything yet. Alistair 2-2. Mickey, thoughts on who you fancy for the top 2? Look, you can't look past the 3-year one parachute teams for making up the top 2 positions. What Ipswich are doing is extraordinary, but they have no right to be challenging those 2. And if money decides it, it won't be Ipswich. But hey, maybe if the quality of the manager decides it and momentum, it might be Ipswich. But no, you can't look past Leicester +1 of Southampton and Leeds would be my thoughts. But we will see. Lewis, off to do the Gillette Soccer Saturday Challenge. So is this where the first team that scores, you're off to the game? That sounds good to me. Cole, he's one of our Patreons, Cole. Glad to be back involved in the watch-along. This looks like it'll be a cracking fixture. If only we could see the damn thing. We're still looking at old playoff finals here, and Bobby Zamora has just scored that goal in 2014 for QPR against Derby, one of the most famous playoff final goals. Andrew, he's got the feed on ESPN, so Andrew's going to have to take over the watch-along. We'll dial him in. Lewis, praying not off to Ipswich again. Yeah, very nice. Renee, welcome. I'm good. I'm cold. I'm sleep deprived. As you know, or may not know, my office is in the garage. And even though I've got a heater right down there, it's very freezing cold in here and not finished. Just make up the commentary. I mean, we could do that. Not going to Portman. No, I'm not going to Portman Road today. Trini expat golfer. I had planned to be honest. I've got my season ticket, but I've had 3 hours sleep and just too knackered. But I should be at the Watford game. I've got a ticket for the Watford game at Vicarage Road on the 12th, so we'll be seeing Ipswich soon. Good evening here in India. Renee, surely warmer in India than it is in Bedfordshire. Do we think kickoff would be delayed for Sky? Probably not, Annie. That's on them to sort out their feed, isn't it? Although they are running the Jameson promo now, which does come before the EFL game. So I've got my fingers crossed that we're about to jump straight to a picture of the Hawthorns. It says Ultra. Thank God for that, everybody. We have jumped to a picture of the Hawthorns. You should dress like John Motson in a sheepskin coat. Can I let you know? I'm going to let Jim into a little secret here. My lovely mother-in-law bought me and Shaylee a heated thing because we both struggle with our necks. I was sat in here yesterday morning editing the predictions with Sam, wearing that just to keep myself warm. Right, let's get into this now. I'm seeing Enzo Maresca there. So give me your predictions. Get me your match predictions in. Sorry, we're a bit delayed because of the feed, etc. I think it's gone past, so maybe they have waited for Sky. You got 16 seconds. Get your predictions in for West Brom Leicester. Go, go, go. Right, predictions as we look at the very resplendent teeth there. Jeremy Sarmiento shining away, and he was shining in midweek, wasn't he? Scored an absolute cracker at Cardiff to give West Brom the win there. He gets to start today. Right, predictions. 2-2. I'll take it. 2-2. We want goals. West Yorkshire Retro Gamer. Look, he's got the membership badge there. No Jed Wallace today for West Brom, by the way. I didn't mention that in the teams, did I? You can join up and become a member. 4-0 Leicester, 4-0 Leicester, two of them in a row. That's well coordinated. 2-0 Baggies, 2-2. Loads of 2-2s here. 4-2. Give me goals. Although, what I will say about these two teams is West Brom are a lovely counter-attacking, good defensive shape team. Leicester are an extremely patient team. So I think there will be goals. They may be later in the afternoon. We may have to exercise some patience here. I want this 5-2, 5-goal thriller there, 3-2. We are off and running. Finally, Sky have got us sorted. So I am on Sky Sports Football HD. As always, if you're on your smart TV, on your iPad, on Now TV, on Sky Go, or any other dodgy stream you may or may not be watching, I'll give you some timestamps. You can get yourself hooked up so you're exactly along with me and we can enjoy the game together. Do remember, though, if you are a long way out, if you're 30 seconds behind and you fix it, the comments will still be in real time and may spoil a goal for you. So do consider that, although I would never close the comments down because they're the best bit of these watch-alongs. The ball is back with Mads Hermansson and Leicester just play into the front. Now, this is where West Brom absolutely dominated Ipswich. They sat on halfway. They pressed really well. And if I were Leicester, I would play quite direct at times just to get up the pitch and avoid that excellent West Brom pressing and defensive shape that Carlos Corberon is just superb. Del Boy TV, Dave's watching on the dodgy stream there. By the way, if you do see anyone with the membership badge by their name, they've supported the channel, you can just click join and get involved in that. Winks, nice carry out to Mac Atir. Always cross to the back stick. Mavropanos there. Lovely attack by Leicester. Mavropanos going to recycle this attack. He just got driven wide. James Justin hits the shot. I was going to say, if ever there's a fullback who'd be good at coming in onto his wrong foot, it'd be James Justin. Only Kyle Walker-Peters did that in midweek, didn't he? Right fullback coming in on the left foot, bending it into the top corner. James Justin, who can play both sides, he tried that particular trick, just curled it over the bar. I will say, good start for Leicester City in this one. You've got to avoid that West Brom press. You've got to avoid the team shape. They are excellent at that sort of thing. You lot are excellent at supporting the channel. So can you please give us a like? If everybody can hit like who's watching right now, it'd really help. You've got 9 seconds time for a like spike. I love it when teams stick to their principles. We just had a lovely little phase there where West Brom, they don't care if Leicester are going to play it round the back. They're going to press them high up. They're doing it. And Leicester are going to keep playing that ball round. There's a swarm of players. Harry Winks, they have played through it. Well done, Leicester. That's going to be a real fun battle if they are, I don't want to use the word stubborn, but if they're going to stick to their principles as rigidly as they are, we should have some really good moments there of press against ball circulation around from the back. Leicester have still got it. Clipped in, and they have won it back now, West Brom. Ajay steps up. Dewsbury-Hall, though, wins it back off him. And Wilfred Ndidi knocks it back into face. Here's Dewsbury-Hall again. I will sing the song at some point. That's going to irritate all of you. I can't not. It's just in my head the whole time. 0-0, lively start. Leicester dominating the ball so far. West Brom will not care. They're happy without the ball. Leicester are happy with the ball. So you think that's going to be the pattern. Leicester go long and it's through with the keeper. Hector, play up Sky Blues today, Ben. Well, good luck to Coventry. They face my lot, Ipswich, today. May the best team win, Hector. Was the first of the gang with a gun in his hand. First to do time. That's what I think of that. What a great song that is. Morrissey. Whenever I hear the name Hector, I think of that song. Enzo Maresco is ex-Albion. He is. I think I might have seen him play back in the 90s for West Brom. Enzo Maresca. Italian central midfielder. Someone look up when Maresca was at West Brom. Here comes Matt Phillips, who's playing down the left at the moment. Sarmiento in the 10. I don't know if that's permanent or they've just ended up rotating into those positions temporarily. There is a long ball out by Justin. Mavididi has got the wrong side of Furlong and won that. Mavididi double step over, tries to roll it into Dewsbury-Hall. Dewsbury-Hall saying, "Why are you fizzing it into me there? You know, give it to me with a little bit less on than that." He couldn't control it. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, who will be likely in with the conversation of Leicester's player of the season. He's been excellent so far. Zio, come on, you baggies. Do us a favour. Per favor. Hopefully Birmingham can win versus Rotherham, Matty. He has no confidence. That is not good to hear. Who said that? Matty. Digital Dog. There you go. Saw Maresca play several times for West Brom. Was a class act. West Yorkshire game was a great cheap buy and champ manager. Loved it. Loaned him when he was at Juventus. 2. Come on, you baggers. All the Leeds fans are in here. Behind West Brom. And one of their old boys, Leeds, Carlos Corberon, was under the immense learning tree of Marcelo Bielsa. There's one into the corner for Darnell Furlong to chase. He's kept it in. Well played. Furlong back up the line. No Jed Wallace. You'd want him arriving on that, crossing it in the box. But Dean Garner has it. Yokuslu back into Kipre. And a bit of a role reversal here. Leicester ready to spring out in the counter and West Brom in possession. Good press as ever by West Brom. You're going to hear me say that a lot of times today. I was really impressed with West Brom against Ipswich, I have to say. Played that one extremely well. Enzo Maresca will have the same plan as Kieran McKenna had. You know, stick to the principles, keep playing. Obviously, Leicester have a far more elite squad than Ipswich do. And maybe the better capacity to pull off that game plan against the West Brom side in fabulous form. Up the Baggies. This stream is my dose of the game because I'm on the way to Birmingham. Enjoy it, Matty. I think I had Birmingham to beat Rotherham today. But there you go. Samurai Master. Is that a Plymouth shout out there? In all seriousness, I want Baggies to win. Still early. If West Brom can bring down Leicester, it means they're getting serious this season. Look, let's be very frank about this. If West Brom win this today, say by 2 goals, and they basically beat Ipswich and Leicester in the same week, I think we all need to put West Brom in the automatic promotion discussion, don't we? Because they'll deserve it, frankly, if they can do that in the same week. That would be a tremendous achievement for the Baggies. But here is Face on the ball. Chester Leicester, nervous today with his Fox up there. We're brought to you in association with Match Bingo. today. We're going to have a look at Bingals at halftime. Looking forward to showing you that. You can play for free. So if you want, go and download the Match Bingo app or head over there, matchbingo.co.uk/BBFC, Benjamin Bloom Football Channel, and grab yourself a free Bingals card and we can compare notes at halftime. I'll show you who I have got. We're seriously about to show, what's he saying? I don't want to swear. FA Cup game. Then it got postponed 5 minutes before kickoff. That is no good. It is cold today on those FA Cup frozen pitches. Furlong shepherds that out. Dewsbury-Hall chases it in. We are 10 minutes in. Let's have a look at the numbers. You can see, look, KG, 0.02 combined XG, 33 passes completed by Baggies, 50 by the Foxes. They're feeling each other out, aren't they? On this day, Ray Wilkins made his QPR debut. What a player Ray Wilkins was. Jesus. He waltzed through a championship game, wouldn't he? Ray Wilkins, for goodness sakes. Here is Matt Phillips. Mavadidi closes him down. Furlong plays it back to Palmer. Both sides kind of vying for control of this game. Will West Brom beat Leicester today and Ipswich end up top? I don't know. That would be lovely. Wilkins and Reed. That's going back a bit. Yeah, a couple of absolute ballers, those two. Oh, one high up the pitch is poked through. Iheanacho. Why didn't he shoot? Does it matter? Dewsbury-Hall puts it into the net, but we have all stopped. Now, the offside flag was up. Who was offside there? If it wasn't Iheanacho, and it was Iheanacho, okay, I was going to say, if it wasn't Iheanacho, it was a crime that he didn't shoot there, but it was Iheanacho that was offside. So as soon as he got involved in the action there, the flag rightly went up from the assistant referee. Everybody moans about referees and assistants and officials. So when they get it right, let's give them some praise. Well done, lads. Got that one right. And West Brom have got this attack right because Furlong's down the right. As soon as I say that, he gives it away. Picked up by Face. And Ricardo Pereira in that familiar spot in central midfield. He tucks in there, doesn't he? He's a fullback and a central midfielder. We were told about it before the season, and we've seen it ever since. So James Justin is playing left back. Pereira is playing sort of over at right back, isn't he? And Pereira will go and join in central midfield. They've won it high up again, Leicester. And Didi to Iheanacho. He's onside this time. Big tackle by Kipre. Shot fired in by McAteer. And strangely, it's Leicester who've been gaining the most from pressing. We thought that would have been West Brom. Always clap the officials. We not have a game. Well said, Math, hey? I know they don't get everything right. Frankly, sometimes they're rubbish, but he's right. We need to get behind them and respect their authority, and hopefully they can do a better job than sometimes they do, let's just say. Didn't mind Peter Reid as Leeds manager. Yeah, I think he was there at a bit of a chaotic time, wasn't he? Peter Reid, what a Sunderland manager he was. A win against Coventry and a draw here would be lovely, wouldn't you agree, Mr. Diamond? I think he's talking from a Ipswich perspective there. A little slide through Sarmiento. Leicester's press is on point in this game, isn't it? Slid down the line. McAteer now. He's got Iheanacho inside. McAteer looking for Ndidi. Diangana on the cover. Won by Winks. And Leicester are really having a good crack at playing West Brom at their own game here. I would say Leicester's press has actually been better than West Brom's, which I wouldn't have expected. That's a West Brom specialty, isn't it? West Brom slowing it down. Yokuslu into Moat, who I've barely mentioned. Lovely player, Moat, with the left foot in central midfield. Leeds and Barnsley. Real star in Big Val Ishmael's Barnsley team. Wasn't he? The ball is back with Kipre, 13 gone. Intriguingly poised this. I'll say what I said after 5 or 6 minutes. Both sides trying to gain control of this game. You'd say Leicester are probably slightly closer to doing that, but it's, it's there for the taking for the team here. There is Brandon Thomas Sante trying to dribble through. It's not back in to Vestergaard at the back. Don't ask me why. I always get Vestergaard of Leicester and Bednarek of Southampton confused. So I will at some point call Vestergaard Bednarek. And you'll call me an idiot and we'll all move on. We got that out of the way? Afternoon, Ian. Member shout out there. Hit that join button down there. Support the channel. Renee, come on, boys. Put on Vardy. Vardy always scores against that. He's very true. West Brom do not like play. I mean, to be fair, I remember saying to my colleague on Blue Monday, Dave, Kenny Dalglish always scored against Ipswich. And he said, Ben, Kenny Dalglish scored against everybody. I mean, you'd say the same about Jamie Vardy, can't you? But particularly punished West Brom. Alex Mowat, that kid has talent, just not much pace. Fair point, that West Yorkshire retro gamer. You'd think he would be a division higher if he had a bit of pace because he's got all the technical quality. Maybe not the physicality to be in the top league, which you really do have to have these days. Math, I don't want to give a shout out to that bloke you've mentioned there, so I'll just put your comment up there, and we'll click off it if you're okay with me doing so. And it's a goal kick to West Brom, which Kipre is going to take. He's going to knock it in to Palmer. Could everyone hit the like button? Yeah, thank you. Oh, we got 55 likes. Thank you so much. SBU, watching your stream, South Africa. Come on, West Brom. Cracking day of football ahead. All the best to all teams. Well said, Anthony, as well. Especially some possible FA Cup upsets. And I'm going to nail my colours to the mast here because my match bingo goals card has on it, let me just tell you, a couple of, it's got Ebbsfleet, Oxford City, Bromley. Who else has it got on it? They are my non-league teams. So up those teams is all I will say. Leicester on the ball. Adam, afternoon. Shout outs to everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm freezing my ass off in the garage office here. We are watching West Brom Leicester. Leicester look very comfortable. Yeah, I think I agree, Math. I think I'd go with comfortable rather than very comfortable, but that's me being pedantic. I think I agree with the premise of what you're saying there. Off to the game today. Leeds v Borough. Enjoy. Wrap up warm, you lot, as he feels the heater down to him, which is not making much impact. Here is Grady Diangana, who's not made much impact in this game so far, but tricky one for West Brom to play and really nicely poised. Good game of football, this. Aidan, thoughts on Darren Moore at Huddersfield? It's improving. Great win at Sunderland. We will see. And you might be a bit worried if you're a Huddersfield fan at QPR's back-to-back wins, mightn't you? Big Diag there looking for Matt Phillips. They're going to get the throw in. And this is good for West Brom because they can move up the pitch. We know they like to press from that halfway line, don't they? Who do I think will win, Plymouth or Stoke? I'm very basic with my predictions. Samurai Master, always back Plymouth at home. Very boring. I've done that since about halfway through last season now, so I'll go for Plymouth. I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again. Mavadidi wins that off Diangana. Good defensive performance from Steph Mavadidi so far this game. I'm sure he's won the ball back 2 or 3 times already. Stop it. Vesnerek and Benedict. Don't confuse me. It is Yannick Vestergaard playing today, and I'm not going to get confused. Are they even the same nationality, Vestergaard and Bednarek? Are they both Danish? I'm terrible. What team do you think could benefit from a good January, Callum? Any of the year one parachute teams, because they can really turn the screw. We think we might see some £5 to £10 million transfers from those sides, and they're the only sides that can do it. Can't they? Ernie, who wins the championship? Leicester, for me, but we're getting a look at them today. 4 points from 4 games for Leicester at the moment is the run. That's survival form, not championship form, but they have been incredible before those 4 games. Terry, like a summer's day down in Plymouth today. Enjoy it down there. Let us know where you're watching a game today. If you're off, you're probably going to leave me at half time then, aren't you? Unless you're very, very local, or you're watching however you're watching from home. Kuslu goes home to Parma. Real game of chess, this one, isn't it? Yes, I couldn't resist. Very unhelpful, but West Yorkshire Retro Gamer gets away with it because, look, he's a member. Click that membership button. Help out the channel. A little back heel by Dean Garner. Furlong knocks it inside. Oh, great body strength by Sarmiento. Brilliant from Sarmiento. Mowat forward. Dean Garner. Good football by West Brom. Dean Garner goes down in the box. We'll have a look at the replay of that. He went down easily is my first reaction, but we'll look at the replay. No penalty given. Here comes the Leicester counter attack. McAteer. Give me your opinion on that penalty shout in the comments. I'll be brave. On one look, no penalty for me. Went down too easily. Let me know your opinion. Other opinions are allowed. Here is Justin. Justin slides that through the lines. Dewsbury-Hall. Vestergaard. Vestergaard tries to slide that through the lines. Sarmiento, actually, who really started that brilliantly with that lovely bit of body strength and feed through the lines. I haven't seen a replay on this penalty call yet. I'll reserve judgment. My view, and I'm going to mention Andy Gray here. Andy Gray would always say, what did you think in real time on one look? That's the fairest way to judge referees, isn't it? Right. Are we going to get a replay, Sky? Come on. Don't make me sing that song the Leeds fans all sing. We're not going to get a replay because it's a Leicester corner. Let's read some. It's a pen. Not for me on first view. Not a pen. That's a pen. Tell me that's not given every time. Oh, VAR would find a pen, wouldn't that? You can tell Sarmiento plays for Brighton. Yes, lovely, wasn't it? Not a pen for me on first glance. Great. And the thing I love about this channel, everybody get your opinions in, and we're allowed to have different opinions. It's fine. It's subjective, isn't it? I respect everyone's opinion here. All I ask in return, you respect mine. That's the deal, isn't it, with free speech, right? Didn't see it, but I'll say it wasn't a penalty. There we go. We thought we were going to be doing the whole game like that when the Sky feed wasn't working pre-match. Apparently, the Sky replays aren't working because we haven't seen that. Dean Garner going down in the box. Looked to me like he stopped. He waited for contact behind and then went down. That to me is literally not a foul. A foul is when you're impeded by somebody else, not when you kind of stop. But maybe my view's old-fashioned. Oh, they've given it away from the play out from the back now. It's gone to Thomas Asante in the box. Thomas Asante opens up for the shot, deflected. And has it gone out for a corner? He did well, Thomas Asante there. And Manson, we said they get caught at some point. In fact, there was 2 behind the ball. I wondered if it was offside there. They defend it fairly well in the end, didn't they? Sin them given. Wonder what Wenger would have thought of it. Yeah, right. Still no replay, Sky. It's going to be a corner to the Baggies, though, taken short to Moa. Why have we stopped? Why have we stopped? One of the West Brom staff throws his arms up, asked the same question I did. Maybe they hadn't whistled. I don't know. Got the sound off. It's going to be a corner to Phillips. Rushed the shot there. I agree, Luke. I would add in it was well defended. Corner comes in. Oh, they've hit the post. I think it came off a Leicester player there. West Brom hit the post. I'm sure that wasn't a shot. Cross swung in again. We know West Brom are good for a set play. Scored one against Ipswich, didn't they? Moet puts that in. Kipre heads it across. He looked offside, didn't he? Has a flag gone up against Kipre? There's lots to see there. West Brom hit the post, although I'm sure it came off a Leicester player. No, it didn't. It was Kipre. I beg his pardon. Good strike, actually, on the volley from the centre half. Guides it goalwards. He's unlucky. Hits the post there. Really good effort. I mean, he gets something on it. Maybe a bit of shin there. And he hits the post. He's unlucky. West Brom come closest there. Still, haven't seen that West Brom shout. Normally, Sky would have shown me about 50 replays there. Josh, one of our lovely Patreon members. Lovely weekend this Euros draw, FA Cup draw. City to get to play job saviours again. Adam Varga. I've got Bristol City to beat Norwich tomorrow, I have to say, in the predictions. Right, here's the penalty shout. Ooh. Well, I'll say something I don't like saying. VAR would give a penalty there. I wouldn't give a penalty because Dejan Garner kind of stops, puts his brakes on. There is contact. Remember, not all contact is a foul, especially if the contact is instigated by the attacker. So I'm going to make my assumption. For me, it's not a penalty. VAR would find a foul in that, wouldn't it? But VAR could find a foul in an empty room, couldn't they? So that's my take on it. I wouldn't give a penalty. VAR would, is what I would say in the Premier League. And West Brom hitting the post. It's a pen. Pen for me. He breathed on him. There you go. Daryl, Mr. Diamond. Not for me, but it's subjective. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Very soft of a penalty given. According, Ernie, to West Brom's all-time goal scorer, so he's got more credibility than anybody, says penalty could have been given. Unlucky plays for Baggies, not Wolves. You don't play for both. Well, Steve Bull did, didn't he, eh? What a player. Worth. Winks gives away the foul. West Brom are on top here. And isn't it funny? All it took was that Sarmiento bit of skill, wasn't it? To kind of get the crowd going and get West Brom going. Ian was going to Bolton v Harrogate, but my train was cancelled. Damn. Only thing missing from West Brom is a parachute payment there. Well, they had it the last 2 years and didn't use it. Andy, look, I'll bow to your superior knowledge on that, Steph. You might be forced to follow Premier League if fixtures go up. Well, that'd be a nice problem to have, won't it? We'll think about that if that ever happens. Free kick, West Brom. Welcome, Liam, in the chat. Dangerous position, this. I think Phillips is... No, Moet's going to take it. In it comes, and Yokuslu wins the header over the bar. Didn't West Brom take out another loan? Yes. Yeah, we don't like to see that. Jim, I can't argue with that point. Exactly the same foul as the penalty. Yeah, fair comment. Fair comment, Jim. Stop applying logic to refereeing decisions, Jim. That's a dangerous thing to do, isn't it? Oh, horrible giveaway by Hermansen. Here is Brandon Thomas. Asante hits the shot. And Harry Winks is furious with the playing out from the back. Liam, mystery football shirt coming on Monday. Let us know what you get. Oh, dear. Poor from Hermansen. Could Thomas Asante have knocked that off? I don't blame him for shooting there. Do you know what? Winks did not shout at Hermansen there. He shouted at the player who wasn't in position to receive the ball. Furlong crosses in, and there is Winks. And true to his word, he doesn't give the ball away. Mavadidi outside of the foot tries to play it into Iheanacho. Now, Iheanacho does what George Hurst was doing for Ipswich all game. Couldn't hold it up because they're squeezed up. And this is how West Brom can control games. Horrible. Hermansen, it was a poor ball, wasn't it? What are my opinions on Preston going from 1st to 8th? The data did say that was going to happen, didn't it? But there you go. John, giving away free kicks from crossable positions to West Brom is asking for trouble. Yeah, 100%. Here comes Phillips into the channel. Phillips hits the shot early. We have seen him score spectacular goals like that over his excellent career. Matt Phillips couldn't test the keeper, though. How would Ipswich do in the Premier League? Who cares? God. Just go up and enjoy the promotion, and whatever happens after the last 15 years, I think. And Didi not in form. Not really had much impact on the game. I wouldn't like to say that he's not in form on that basis, but he's been quiet so far today. Steve was at Cardiff West Brom. Can see them breaking into the top 2. They are playing extremely well. Goal kick, Leicester, half an hour gone. 0-0, I would say, for 10 minutes now. West Brom have been on top in this one. Face knocks that one inside. Given away by Ricardo. Leicester win it back. How do I think Sheffield United go at Burnley today? 0 win Burnley as well. I think, did I back the Blades? I think I did. Can't remember. It's been a busy week. We did the Premier League predictions with Mikey back on Tuesday, I think, if memory serves. Long time ago. Callum, Rovers fan. What do you make of James Hill? Let's ask Sam about that. He knows a lot about James Hill, an expert in that particular topic. We'll ask him about that on Thursday. He is in the know, let's just say. Big clearance. And it's going to be a foul against Jeremy Sarmiento. Free kick then by Leicester. I assume if I put the numbers up, they are going to look a bit more favourable to West Brom now than they did when we last put them up. Yeah, much more. Look. 0.49 on the XG for Baggies to 0.055 shots to 2. So Leicester still up on the possession, aren't they, against everybody, frankly. But, yeah, West Brom are playing well now, aren't they? And they've been playing well for 6 weeks, haven't they? Let's be frank. Great job by Carlos Corberon in testing circumstances. Not a great job by Alex Palm with the goal kick there. He boots it out of play. Alexandra, if I can call you Alex. Big money on Bromley Rochdale. Both teams to score. What do you reckon? I love it. Let us know if you win. Love an FA Cup tie for some goals, eh? Bromley Rochdale. That is an FA Cup tie, isn't it? I think I've got Bromley on my bin goals, actually, which we'll have a look at half time. Winks to James Justin. Should Man City be allowed parachute payment next year? They'd get one, wouldn't they? Imagine that, hey? Any other tasty game you're looking forward to? Yeah, the mouthwatering matchup on the Championship Check-In podcast was Leeds-Middlesbrough. That looks great. Plymouth-Stoke looks good fun, doesn't it? A few good ones today. Hull-Watford, that should be decent, shouldn't it? Sarmiento knocks it into Mowat. Kipre to Ajayi. Ajayi, little feed into the front. He tries to play it round the corner, DN Garner, but it's out for a throw-in, which Leicester take quickly, and Dewsbury-Hall knocks it back into Vestergaard, who's not Bednarek. Different player, different team. Hope FC Halifax do well. My hometown team. Worth, good luck to... Let's just say it. Come on, we're English. Good luck to all the underdogs in the FA Cup. We love an underdog, right? Face knocks it into Ricardo. Down the line from McAteer. And Didi. And Didi down the right. And Didi knocks that one back into Face. Leicester, patient as ever. A little knock into the front. And given away. Here comes a West Brom counter. But Justin, great pace, does well to get that one back. What's my prediction? What did I go for in this? I went 1-0 West Brom in the predictions with Sam. Looking forward to seeing the Mighty Whites later. Enjoy it, Colin. Wrap up warm. 4 years ago, Brentford thrashed Luton 7-0. What do you think the score will be today? Closer, really, 89. It's going to be closer than 7-0. Here is James Justin. What do I do about this? Do I know if Enid's tan snow boots are in your car? No idea, Shaylee. I think they might be. They might be in the bag. Sorry. Need to find my daughter's boots. Sloth bag? Question mark. Sorry. Family comes first. We all know that, don't we? Here come Leicester, though. Dewsbury-Hall. Dewsbury-Hall to Mavididi. Mavididi shot deflected. Hits the post. Oh, dearie me. And Palmer was done by that deflection, wasn't he? He kind of threw his hand up, but he was rooted to the spot. Both sides have hit the post now. And that's the closest Leicester have come. Oof. He was done by that deflection, wasn't he? Would have been a bit of a lucky goal, but when you play into the box and you're diving in to make tackles, you do have to praise the attacking team for forcing the defensive side into that. Need to answer, no idea. I think I need to hear Ian's views on Delia Smith. Corner comes in, headed away. Ian, with his membership there, gets to join the roundtable chats. Join up as a member, you can join us. Made us all laugh with his views on Delia Smith. And Delia has not ingratiated herself with the Norwich fans. Obviously, the Norwich fans appreciate her contribution to the club over the years. But she's wound up the Norwich fans after their AGM, if you've been following that storyline. Down the line it goes for Townsend. Sorry, I've got this OCD thing. Makes me wash my hands loads with the hand sanitizer for no reason whatsoever. Each to their own, hey? Throw in for West Brom then. Townsend is going to take it. McAteer knocks that one away. Picked up by Sarmiento. Referee Robinson lets it go. Sarmiento tries the feed. And it's going to be a foul and given to Leicester. Afternoon. David in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. 79 likes. I love that, guys. We're heading up to 100. Coventry, Birmingham this Friday night will be a watch along. Looking forward to that. Going to be at Luton versus Arsenal in the Premier League on Tuesday, if I'm not misremembering my diary. Let's be honest, I don't even know what's happening this afternoon. Oh, damn. Enid's shoes weren't in the car. Sorry, honey. Don't know. All fed into Dewsbury-Hall onto Mavididi. Mavididi hits the shot and Darnell Furlong gets the tackle. Much better this time. No deflection knocked out for a corner. Well played, Furlong. He's always in that space, isn't he, Mavididi? They play almost this 3-2-5 shape, which does mean they get very wide in order to get the 5 in terms of the attackers. Corner comes in, headed away. Dewsbury-Hall knocks it inside. Winks. It's back with Winks one more time. Let's get 100 likes by half time. That'd be amazing. We could do another spike if you want. Here is Phillips on the counter for West Brom. Lovely ball into Brandon Thomas Asante, but it's gone back home. Mavididi is so good when he gets into the final line. He looks like a threat, doesn't he, Nelson, in the chat? I do agree. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes, by the way. The ball's out for a Leicester throw. So that means you've got 9 seconds to all hit like right now. It's a like spike time. Hit like. Go. Thank you, everybody. We'll see how close that gets us to 100. There is the great Jamie Vardy on the bench there. 7 goals in 10 appearances against West Brom. Lovely stuff. Oh, nice turn by Iheanacho. Iheanacho into the area, hits the shot, just drags it wide of the post. Now, that wasn't as close in as Mavididi's chance, but it was more central, and there was no one between him and the goal. I mean, to be fair, Kipre does get across and throw himself into the line. I'm calling that a better chance than Mavididi had over to the left-hand side. And Leicester working that really, really nicely. When Vardy, he will score and all the people will cry. There you go. How did the like spike do? 99 likes. Someone be the 100th liker. Cross comes in from the left, and Townsend, taking no chances, flips that one behind for a corner. And ladies and gentlemen, we are over 100 likes. Outstanding. Thank you so much, guys. Corner to Leicester. Vestergaard up, face up, and Didi all in the box. Corner goes short. In comes the cross from McAteer, cleared out by Phillips. And a bit of a horrible ball there for Hermansen and Pereira to deal with. Hermansen does the right thing there and just knocks it back into the front. Safety first ball. And yeah, he's proven right because Leicester have won it back. And he has now got the ball back in a far less potentially dangerous position against his side. Matt Phillips is down and he's just beaten the turf. Now, players know their bodies and he's shaking his head. I would assume whatever has just happened to Matt Phillips, he is done. He's not happy. I suspect he's coming off. I didn't see what happened. We will have a look. I just got here, says Mark. How do Leicester look? They look decent. They're finishing the half well. West Brom had a really good spell in the middle of the half. Leicester have had 2 decent chances. Mavididi's shot deflected against the post. Iheanacho dragged one wide. What happened here? Is this the injury to Phillips? Oh my God. Absolutely nothing. He just went to charge the ball down and he felt his right hamstring just jumped funny or landed funny. And I think that's him done. Yeah. Back after the longest 10 minutes I've had outside. Get a hot water bottle out here. You'll be fine, my friend. Phillips is done. I hope He's just tweaked that hamstring and there's no bad damage to it, but he's not continuing today. John Swift looks like he's going to come on and replace Phillips, who's already left the field. His hamstring needs protecting, obviously. Can make it much worse. 5 p.m. is the Euros draw. Is that today, is it, Liam? I did not realise. Worth. Remember 3-0 against West Brom. Vardy came on halftime, scored a hat-trick. What a boss Vardy has been. What a career. It's a throw-in to Leicester. Have they made the sub yet, West Brom, or is that now about to happen? John Swift is going to be coming on. Jay Malumbi is just giving the thumb up to the fourth official, saying he's ready. Get it done. Here is Wout Face. Gets it back off McAteer. And here is Sarmiento. And John Swift is about to come on. Matt Phillips has already left the pitch. Carlos Corberon shouting at the ref, but frankly, it was John Swift. John Swift and Matt Phillips mixed together, be a good pro, wouldn't they? Was taking his sweet time. Obviously, a surprise that he's going to be coming on. An injury to Matt Phillips causing that. How much do I think these two clubs will be affected by players going to AFCON? Not massively, I wouldn't have thought. I think both squads are decent enough. Who would be going for West Brom? Ajayi? Would he be? I suppose Ndidi for Leicester, Iheanacho. They'd be affected, Leicester, but I think they'd be fine. Nice suits at John Phillips. There you go. Sarmiento. 1 minute of stoppage time is already over. Although we're going to go a little bit longer, I think, for the sub and the injury. But referee Robinson does indeed blow the half-time whistle. It is West Brom 0, Leicester 0. Both sides hit the post. Steph Mavididi with a deflected shot off Darnell Furlong. Cedric Kipre from a corner. Decent effort that. Both guys unlucky not to score those chances. Kelechi Iheanacho probably had the best chance of the game, I would suggest. You can debate me on that. Got to the edge of the box, middle of the goal, closed down by Kipre, dragged the shot wide past the post. Wanted to work the keeper, wanted to find the corner. Right, guys, I'm going to take 2 minutes and we will return to the watch long. We can go over my bingos card. Frankly, I want to make a coffee and warm myself up a little bit in that regard. So I will see you back in 2 minutes, okay? Don't go anywhere. Maybe go and make yourself a cup of tea. See you soon. Well, there you go. I nearly missed my cue then, didn't I? Welcome back, everybody, to the watch along. There's good news and bad news. By the way, it's 0-0, West Brom 0, Leicester City 0. The good news is I have a cup of coffee, which will warm me up. The bad news is we can't find Shaylee's brown boots. Not Shaylee's brown boots, Enid's brown boots. Worse still. If anyone in the chat knows where Enid's brown boots are and can tell Shaylee, that would be a gigantic help. Not your problem at all, but that is what's going on at my house during half time. What is going on quickly is, let me just, if you can indulge me for a second, Match Bingo have been so kind to me to support our channel. So if you can be so kind as to support them, it's absolutely free to play Bingos today. And this is my Bingos card. So basically what happens is we tick off those teams as the goals are scored, essentially. And you're playing for a line and then 2 lines and a full house. Look, it's a 275 quid prize pot. There's a bonus full house prize pot as well. So look, I've got Huddersfield, Plymouth, Rotherham, Birmingham, Southampton, Coventry, Sunderland. I need Blackburn, Cardiff, all from the Championship in there. There's a fair mix. I've got Arsenal in there. These are all the 3 PMs, of course, by the way. Then in the FA Cup, I'm assuming they're all FA Cup games, the lower league teams there. Rochdale, Oxford City, Ebbsfleet, Bromley is the rest of it. So that is what's going on over at Match Bingos. Grab yourself a Bingos card, absolutely bloody free. Either download the app at Match Bingo, or better still, matchbingo.co.uk/BBFC, and they will know that I have sent you. Get your comments in over half time on this one. Let's have a look at the numbers. What's the data tell us? The data tells us that it's a bit misleading sometimes, the XG data, isn't it? Because obviously that Iheanacho chance, what is that going to come up as? Let me have a click on it. Comes up, yeah, look at 0.05. Be under no illusions. That was a good chance. It's only coming up so low, obviously, because normally that shot location, there's loads of defenders in the way. There wasn't for Iheanacho. 5 shots apiece. Let's be honest, it's an even game, isn't it? I know it's 60-40 on the possession and maybe 0.5 to 0.2 on the XG. Maybe puts one thing in West Brom's favour and one thing in Leicester's favour. But it's been very, very even in my humble opinion. But who cares about my opinion when we can hear your opinion down there in the chat? Let's have a look and see what you are saying. What have we got? Treat yourself to a Yorkshire tea. Very nice. This is too hot to drink, but I'm going to neck this coffee in a minute. What have we got in the chat? Leicester win at halftime. They master winning at halftime, says Renee. Get a call to Lee Chappie. Is he the guy that looks like Vardy? I think I follow him on Twitter, actually. No, I definitely do, don't I? Nice cup of tea with some shortbread biscuits. Very nice too. You've Arsenal v Wolves on the bingo card. There you go, Steph. Arsenal are not scoring, apparently. I'm happy with that pick on my bingo card, I have to say, but there you go. Thinking of cracking into a beer. I've got some, Ian, but we got some crisps. We got some friends coming over. Shaylee's decorating the Christmas cake, but we can't find Ian's boots. 1 shot on target in 45. Absolute sleeper. I disagree with that, Jacob, in detail. I think it's been a really nicely poised game. I've enjoyed the pressing battle. Leicester have actually done it better than West Brom. We've had 2 shots hit the post. We've had the chance for Iheanacho. I think it's a really technically good game. So I wouldn't call it a sleeper, but all opinions, Jacob, are allowed. So you're allowed to think that, and I'm allowed not to. There we go. Pookie or Match Bingo? Well, look, obviously I'm sponsored by Match Bingo. So Match Bingo, everybody, go and get involved. And let's do me a quick, well, should we do a roll call or where in the world? Let's play where in the world. So you have got 18 seconds, guys, in the chat to tell us today, right now, where in the world you are watching from. No stupid answers. Everyone always puts. So just tell me where you're watching from. It's really helpful for me to know. And you've got 18 seconds to do that. Go! So I am in a lovely place called Wixham's in Bedfordshire, not massively far from Milton Keynes or Luton, if that helps. Let's see where in the world you lot are watching from. Right, here we go. Great Plumstead, Fort Lauderdale, Jack, love it. Northern Ireland, Eugene. Mark's in Huddersfield. Anthony's in Portugal. Go away, Anthony. Oh, freezing in my office here. Hector in Manchester, Ben in Ipswich, Harrison in Lowestoft, as they say it there. It's a terrible accent. Ian, sorry, Virginia. Robin in Florida. Ian in Rotherham. 1977 in Taiwan. Tom in Yorkshire. Christopher in Northern Ireland. Ashley in Poole. Callum in Helmshire, Lancashire. A very cold West Country. Dave. Mr. Hawkey's in Leeds. Kev is in Ipswich. Steph is in France. Ernie is in Cov. Andrew is in California. Stu is in the Isle of Wight. Banker ZZ is in Australia. And West Yorkshire Retro Gamer is in West Yorkshire in Halifax. Lovely, lovely stuff. Thank you, everybody. You can see we are worldwide here. I've got another task for you guys. I need full-time predictions. I think most of us are going to be under 2.5, maybe under 1.5 goals for this one. Full-time predictions in right now. Let me know how you see this one ending. It's 0-0 between West Brom and Leicester. You've got 16 seconds. Get your full-time predictions in. Go! Right, full-time predictions. Let's have a look at these. Well done, you lot in the chat. Right, what have we got here? 0-0, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-0, 0-0, 1-0 Leicester. We've got all bases covered here, lads. Excellent. Hector and Lasses, of course, sorry. 0-0, 3-0 Baggies, 1-1. Keith is in Hong Kong. Welcome, Keith. Sorry, did I miss anyone's predictions out there? I want to put these all up here. Let's go upwards. We'll go backwards. 2-1 Leicester, 4-2, Steph, come on. 1-0, 2-1 Leicester, 1-0. If it's 4-2, I will buy Steph a Wolves shirt. 1-1 West Brom, 2-0, 1-0. No one clipped that bit out. 2-1 West Brom. There we go. I think we are all sorted. There was a question about Ipswich I wanted to answer there. Tom, what do you think the chances are of Ipswich stumbling now? I ask as a Leeds fan. There's every chance of Ipswich. I don't like the word stumbling because what Ipswich has done is extraordinary. They should be nowhere near the League One the Year One parachute teams, let alone above two of them. So I wouldn't call it stumbling at all. But look, of course they're going to regress to the mean. They've got a massive points total. But look, if Ipswich finish in the top six, it will be a magnificent achievement for a team promoted to League One against three very good Year One parachute teams, all doing a good job would be my take. So I've got one more thing to run in halftime. I've been bigging up all the members here. Here is just a little word about channel membership and Patreon. Now, you might see a YouTuber with millions of subscribers and views a week driving a Bentley. It's a bit more modest, I have to say, when you're covering the Championship. So if you can find a few quid each month to support over on Patreon or by hitting the join button here, you are making the world of difference for myself, Shaylee, and Enid. There you go, guys. Thank you so much. We've got so many members and Patreons in the chat right now. If you do want, you can hit join. It's somewhere down there. You saw on the image there in the little promo video. Really, really helps. That's $2.99 a month. I bought 2 coffees yesterday on my way to and from Dorset. They were both £3. So there you go. It's the price of a cup of coffee when you're out on the road working or what have you. So do support the channel if you can afford to. It really, really helps me out. Everything here is free. And as I said, you might see some football YouTubers able to, make loads and loads of money. We cover the championship. We love the championship. There isn't a lot of money in it. So your support is absolutely invaluable. Right. A few more comments and then we can go to the second half. Tom, yeah, I think that's got to be the thing in terms of, look, Ipswich, of course, are gonna regress. They cannot keep up at the rate they are. Surely not. Nobody can. Nobody ever has. Else the Reading's points record wouldn't be stood, would there? But there you go. Russ, welcome. Nice to see you here. Vardy is mad. Iheanacho hasn't scored. Vardy is actually just. He looks like a coach, actually, doesn't he? He's just giving some advice to Wilf and Didi there as we go into the second half. I wonder whether Vardy will go onto the coaching staff there. He's obviously got a wealth of talent, probably a wealth of knowledge as well. David, Leicester to pivot 1-0 predictions all coming through. It's 0-0 at half time. We're about to get going for the second half. Teams, obviously we've had that one change in the first half with Matt Phillips coming off and John Swift coming on. So, West Brom, Palmer, Furlong, Kipré, Ajayi, Townsend back 4, Moa and Yakuslu is the double pivot, Sarmiento, Phillips is out, Swift is in, Diangana, Brandon Thomas Asante up top. For Leicester, Hermansen in goal. Justin and Pereira, the fullbacks, but Pereira will be mainly in midfield when Leicester have the ball. Face and Vestergaard. And Ndidi, ignore that. Winks is the midfielder, basically, with Ndidi ahead and Dewsbury-Hall ahead of him. Mavadidi and McAteer really wide, and Iheanacho, the number 9. Right, here we go. Second half. West Brom 0, Leicester 0. As ever, if you're watching on a TV and you're watching Sky Sports Football HD, you'll be completely lined up with me. But if you're on Sky Go, if you're on Now TV, or however you're finding a way to watch this game, you might need to do timestamps. So just ask in the chat and we'll give you timestamp. Get yourself sorted out. Renee, Fatawu and Vardy going to score. Ian, my faith has gone. No, Ian, come on, those Millers. Well, they need a manager first, and that might restore Ian's faith. Vardy is either going to be a coach or a TV. Yeah, he's going to be brilliant, Jack, isn't he? I agree with that. Can't wait to hear his views, to be honest. What a career. Just one of the Premier League greats now, Jamie Vardy, isn't it? I say it a lot. We need to appreciate these people while they're still going. What a story. And to win the Premier League and win the Golden Boot as he's done and play for England, I'm just a huge fan of Jamie Vardy, as you can hear. And we're probably likely to see him in the next, 20 minutes. You tell me what minute Jamie Vardy comes in to this game. When you need a goal, he historically is your boy. Hermansen has got it at the back. He's had loads of touches, hasn't he, Leicester? Sweeper keeper up outside his box, making the play. Just one more shout out. I won't do another one, I promise. We're in association with Match Bingo today. matchbingo.co.uk/BBFC. Go and get involved and get your Bingos card for absolutely free. Who doesn't like free? You could win yourself part of that 275 quid prize pot. Today, Swift knocks that one inside. Sarmiento knocks it down the line. Next 48, 72 hours for the new Rotherham manager, according to Wayne Carlisle. Interesting. Who do you reckon it's going to be, Russ? Let us know in the chat. I know Russ has got his ear to the ground when it comes to Rotherham. So has Ian, to be fair. West Brom to pinch it 1-0, says Mickey with his beautiful hair. Look at that. Love that, Mickey. Come on, boys. Foxes don't go. Am I doing a stream for Ipswich Coventry, Ernie? No, I am going to have a rest. I've had barely any sleep. I'm going to go and sit in there, and my friends are coming over, and I'm going to walk straight in there and have a beer. I think it's going to be lovely. Chill out. But I will be back with the hot takes early tomorrow morning, hopefully. But I appreciate everybody tuning in today. It's been a fantastic audience, 119 likes as well. Really, really do appreciate it. McAteer tries to play it down the line, blocked out by Connor Townsend. If I haven't said it already, if you haven't hit subscribe to the channel as well. Loads going on. Face knocks that back. We haven't had anyone join as a member either this stream yet. We normally get at least one. So, yeah, if you do fancy joining up, hit the button and we'll give you a big shout out in the show. Been told, no names, reported Nathan Jones, next Rotherham manager. That, I've got my popcorn out for that. That'd be brilliant. I know Nathan Jones splits opinion. I love him. Thought he was great at Luton. Get him back in the Championship, I say. A bit embarrassing. Matt Taylor goes into the gas. Fair comment in. I don't disagree with that. Swift. In comes the cross from the right-hand side. Shot then driven in. Face gets his head to it. And he needed to, actually. It looked like that shot was on target. He was taking no chances there, the Belgian centre-back. I think it was Dean Garner who hit the shot after Furlong's cross. It's a good bit of defending, actually. Let's see. Is this shot on target? Yes. Good defending. Very good defending. Corner taken short. Swift's cross or shot, whatever it was, deflected in, punched away by Hermansen. Didn't feel confident to catch that one. Made a good decision, actually, because the punch makes touch. And it is a throw-in to the Baggies. He's under a little bit of pressure. I do think maybe he could have caught that. Easy for me to say with my nice angle from the hard cam, watching in my chair. When that ball's flying at the keeper there, he's got far less luxury than I have. In comes the long throw from Darnell Furlong. Big header by Vestergaard. Cleared. And Connor Townsend. Oh, my blooming neck, dearie me. Let's straighten up. Right, sorry. Mavadidi carries the ball down the left wing. Cuts back inside. Leicester building some possession. Is there a vital goal coming for either team? And when is it coming? Leicester have dropped points in 3 of their last 4 games, losing to Leeds and Middlesbrough, drawing at bottom team Sheffield Wednesday. Very surprising turn of form for Leicester. But if they go on and win this, would you be surprised if they go and win the next 2, 3, 4, 5 games as they won 9 in a row, Leicester, leading into this poor run, I believe, if my numbers and my data are correct. 51 gone, 0-0. Jamie Vardy is strapping his right wrist up. That may just be his ritual, or is he already getting ready? Oh, nice one into the channel. Here's Connor Townsend. Townsend into the box. Can't get the crossing. Good defending by Face, who's been excellent, hasn't he, at the back for Leicester. And Mowat draws the foul. Connor Townsend tells him, well done. Draws the foul off Wilf and Didi. Credit to Leeds and Leicester for trusting young keepers. Is Slagkey young? No, Slagkey's 30. What is he? Can someone look that up for me? I think he said Lackey 33 or 31. I can't quite remember myself. But no, he's been around for a while. Long diagonal goes in. Justin does well in the end to head that back. Look for a second like Dean Garner might just be able to sneak in there. But Hermansen comes and grabs it. Thank you, Redcoat there. Flag key is 33. There you go. Having fun listening to Ben. Why not hit the like button and make sure you subscribe? Adventures in Gearland. Doing my PR for me. Thank you so much. Ben, have you noticed Leicester passing the ball back when they can go forward? Not every pass can be forward, can it, Richard? Hey? More than you'd imagine are, hey? There you go. There's one forward and one backward just like that, but there you go. Here is Winks. Knock back inside via Justin to Vestergaard. And Justin carries it forward, plays it down the line. Dewsbury-Hall and Mavadidi exchange passes. Sarmiento Yakuslis tries to nick it. Leicester keeping up the possession. They love this patient stuff. Smint, anyone? If anyone knows anyone at Smint and they'd like to sponsor me, there you go. Help yourself. I'm going to have one. Hopefully it doesn't rattle around my mouth when I'm trying to talk. Renee, do I play EA Sports FC? I do not, Renee. I spend my entire life working with Shaylee and Enid. I used to play Football Manager a lot, but no time, I'm afraid. But I know a lot of people do and find it very, very fun. Hermansen clips it out to the wing. Nice header on by McAteer under a lot of pressure there. Does really well. Or was it Justin? Excuse me. Dewsbury-Hall into the box. Dewsbury-Hall drives it across the box. Excuse me, it was Justin. McAteer himself saying, look, just float that ball across rather than a driven ball by Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. It's not fun. It's stress-inducing. There you go. Playing EA, that is. Ian likes the lemon ones. Now we're talking about Smint. Always fun keeping track with all the threads of conversation going on during the watch-alongs. Do you know what? A player of Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall's quality should have done better with that, shouldn't he? And McAteer's right. He tried to sting it across the box. There's two arriving on the back post. A little dinked cross was the ball. Easy for me to say with hindsight, but McAteer was right with his kind of hand signal to Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. Justin pops the cross in. Appeal for handball there. Yeah, looked like it, didn't it? And Dean Garner gives away the handball, free kick Leicester. Am I right in saying like he's the second choice? Yes. It's an amazing story. Like here, Ipswich wasn't meant to play this season. It was meant to be Christian Walton, who was brilliant last season. Like he got the spot due to an injury. And Walton is not getting it back because like he's been so fantastic. Let me know at your club if that ever happened, if a player was just down the pecking order and he found his way into the team when you thought he was done, hey? Love to see it. Free kick Leicester, which Dewsbury-Hall. He could shoot from here. I don't think he's going to. And cross it left-footed. He does shoot, though, and it's into the wall and deflected out for a corner. Come on, Baggies. Sorry, guys, we need this. Leeds fan. The Leeds fans, the Ipswich fans behind the Baggies, maybe the Southampton fans are as well, but the Baggies are gaining on everybody at the moment, aren't they? Although it's only going to be a point as things stand. 56, 42 on the clock, 0-0 in this one. Swift, chests it down and finds Townsend for West Brom. It's a horrible ball by Townsend, straight to Mavadidi. Mavadidi to Justin to Winks. 71% second half possession for Leicester. That didn't happen in the first half, did it? I think it was 60-40 by the end of the half, but there weren't periods where they dominated the ball as they have in the 12 minutes so far that we've been playing the second half. Silly foul by Townsend. He got done by McAteer there. Zach Viney, yeah, that's a good shout. And here, another one who looked like he was done at Bristol City. Up the tunes, Geordie. Welcome. If we get time, we'll do a roll call. You can all tell me your clubs, but don't tell me yet. We need to wait for a stoppage commensurate to do that. Give a shout out to all your teams. Dewsbury-Hall then with the free kick. Curls it in. Easy gather for Palmer. Championship breakthrough player of 23-24 McAteer. He'd be in the conversation, wouldn't he? You wonder how many games he'll actually get to start when we finish the season, given all of that quality Leicester have got, but he certainly stepped up when he needed to. Who's Sunderland playing? Millwall, is that right? I think it is. I think one of our lads in the WhatsApp group on Patreon. Another reason you need to hit the join button there. Oh, it is cold in here. Right. It looks like Fatawu is going to come on, which might actually see the end of McAteer, actually. For Leicester, speaking of their wealth of options in the wide positions, they're really well stocked with their wingers, aren't they? Leicester. Maresca made it very clear how he wanted his squad built. And that's a position they get a lot of output from. Dejan Garner, he could play in that position. He's just dribbled it out of play. What have we got here? Gray from Leeds is the breakthrough player. Had he not already broken through, Mr. Arvidsson? He already played a couple of games in the Premier League at a higher level. Somerville. How much did Somerville cost? I don't know if I'm allowing him as a breakthrough player. Kind of looking at someone who's already there who broke through. I'm making the rules up as I go along. Morgan Whittaker, would he count? Already been here, hasn't it? Derby and Swansea. There you go. 1.5, only 1.5 million, Somerville. Maybe. Gray showing, yeah, Gray's quality, isn't he? At this point, I should direct you to my Wonder Kids video I made predicting who would be the breakthrough players. And yeah, Archie Gray was in there. There you go. Rowe for Norwich. That's a real shout, isn't he? Barely started a game and he's the top scorer there, isn't he? He's been fantastic, hasn't he? Johnny Rowe. He won't be in this division long if he keeps up that form. Mavadidi trying to dribble through about 3 players within about a metre of each other there. I beg your pardon. It's not McAteer going out. It's Mavadidi. Interesting. I thought that might be the other way round, but Fatawu is on. For Mavadidi. First kind of tactical substitution. Not the first sub of the game. Obviously, Fatawu gets a warm welcome there. Gets heavily fouled. Yeah, Phillips went out, didn't he, end of the first half. And And John Swift came in. Yeah, I thought that was a yellow card, actually. Let's give more praise to... Is that referee Robinson? It is today, isn't it? Let me just double check. Brings out the yellow card. This game has been well refereed thus far today. Always praise the officials when they do well, because otherwise all I hear is blooming moaning about them, and that is not balanced, is it? A foul by James Justin and a free kick to West Brom. West Brom just trying to get back into the game, really, because Leicester have been the, I say better side, the dominant side, just territory and possession-wise in the second half. Made any real big chances, though, although they should have when Dewsbury-Hall went into the box. Didn't quite get his cross correct. Mowat pressured, but he did well, and Swift has done brilliant on the touchline, and they've broken the press here now. Here's Townsend. It's a good-looking move, this. That's a poor, horrible ball by Townsend there, and they've done so well to break the Leicester press then. Dejan Garner has still got the ball, though. Dejan Garner plays that one inside. Yokuslu to Mowat. Sarmiento on the left wing. Can you get the crossing with that right foot? Yes, he can. Thomas Asante just over his head. Yokuslu still looking good for West Brom. Swift back to Yokuslu. Mowat. Oh, Mowat's gone down easily there. He wants a foul that just wasn't there. They've won it back, though. Yokuslu again. Yokuslu out wide. Swift is out on the right wing. Sorry, it took me a while to identify. I was like, what is he doing out there? It's worked all the way out to Kipre, 30 yards from goal. Kipre hits a very weak-looking shot, but much, much better for West Brom there. They really could have made more out of that transition where they played through the press really nicely. If Townsend placed that into Dejan Garner's path rather than behind him, that's Dejan Garner 1v1 going into the box. Here come Leicester, though. Fatawu, heavy touch, and West Brom are going to clear. Weeks heads that back to face. Sarmiento is limping now. They've already lost Phillips to a knock in this game. Nicely defended there on the back stick by Furlong. And nice pace about this game. It's gone a bit basketball-y. Oh, Dejan Garner skipped past his man now. Dejan Garner travelling forward. Feeds it on. Does he win a foul? Yes, he does. Looked a bit 50-50, that one to me, but it's a great run by Dejan Garner. And referee Robinson has refereed this game well, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Oh, yes, a foul, isn't it? It's a hand on the back. You can't tackle with your arms. And Ricardo Pereira goes into the book. .65-38 on the clock. 0-0. Free kick West Brom. West Brom back in the game now after Leicester have been pretty dominant possession-wise for the first 10-15 minutes of the second half. Townsend. Ooh, he played it wide there. Fatawu dived in. West Brom could have been in if Sarmiento controlled that. They've still got the ball, though. Sarmiento, corner of the box. Sarmiento to Yokuslu. He knocks it inside. Good press by Dewsbury-Hall. Furlong down the line. That's a lovely ball. Is he offside? He's not. Thomas Asante. Thomas Asante into the box. Oh, and the defender was getting really handsy there, Justin. It's a great run by Thomas Asante. I wonder if he'd gone down then. There's definitely a hand on him there. Oh, to be fair, the Leicester defender there appealing for offside was right. I think the linesman's got that wrong, hasn't he? Possibly offside. So maybe Yeah, and he had him on toast there, Justin, didn't he? Corner. In it comes. Headed clear by Leicester. Cross curled back in. Leicester having to do plenty of defending now, but here they come on the counter. Iheanacho, and this is a nice looking. They got 4 in the counter here. Leicester. In comes the cross from McAteer, and Townsend does well to get a header on it. Good game this now. It's really brightened up since West Brom have got back into it. We now have a bit of ebb and flow, and a nice counter attack there by Leicester. And Townsend heads it out. Corner to the Foxes. 0-0. Corner goes short. Dewsbury-Hall. Dewsbury-Hall tackled by Sarmiento, and he hoofs the ball away to temporarily relieve the pressure. Callum has just arrived at Portman Road. Tremendous stuff, Callum. Have a great afternoon. May the best side win. I can see Baggies scoring math. Yeah, hopefully there's a goal in this. Switch of play. Fatawu. Fatawu crosses left-footed. Cleared away, and it's going to be a throw-in to Leicester. Very nicely poised this as we head in to the last 20 minutes. 68-37 on the clock. 0-0. Both sides capable of winning this one. On a bit of a knife edge, I would say. Moet does well. Dean Garner crowded out, but Sarmiento gets it. Sarmiento back into Furlong, who goes home. Jay at St Andrews today. Enjoy wherever you're watching your football today. If you're still at home, you're cutting it fine because it's coming up 2 o'clock now. But I know a lot of you can just walk down to the grounds. You're nice and local. No such luck for me. I live an hour and a half away from my home ground. Oh, lovely ball. Now, Fatawu. Good looking move this for Leicester. Fatawu into the box. Tries to slide it on. Indeed, he hits the shot. Good save by Palmer. Goes loose. Cleared by Townsend. Oh, chance there on the angle for Leicester. They worked it well. And here is Face, who's defended so well today, hasn't he? And he does well again. He's hurt his head. They're going to have to stop the game here now. It's a head injury to Face, which will give us a chance to do a roll call. You have got, guys, in the chat, 15 seconds. All I want you to do is type the name of the team you support in the chat so we know who we've got represented. Give you all a shout out if we can. No stupid answers, please. Roll call time. You got 15 seconds. Type the name of the team you support. Go. Good save that actually by Palmer. He showed Ndidi a bit of the near post, but he had it covered, I think, unless Ndidi can pull the high shot off to the near post. Right, let's give a shout out to the teams that you support. Let's do this. Right, here we go. Right, Leeds, Rotherham, Villa, Baggies, Birmingham, Wolves, Norwich, Everton, Ipswich, QPR, Coventry, Leeds, Leicester, Leeds. Bloody Leeds fans, aren't there? Sunderland, Birmingham, Leicester, Arsenal, Harrogate, MK, Birmingham. All teams in East Anglia. Good luck with that, Ernie. Bristol City, Leeds, Blades, Reading, Arsenal. Big shout out to all of your teams. I love that we have so many different teams represented in the chat. Everyone chatting and debating with each other. Nobody being a dick, hopefully, in the chat. It's a great community, we hope. Thank you all for being a part of it. And click the join button to support even further. There you go. Our roll call is complete. I'll throw in another three. Look at that. Leeds. We love you, Leeds fans. They're always there in their numbers. Cross goes to the back stick, and they have nicked a goal. It's a big goal in this one. Cross to the back post. Kiernan, Dewsbury-Hall arriving. He's headed it in. That could be a huge goal for Leicester, who take the lead at in form. West Brom, 72 gone. Leicester lead. Kiernan, Dewsbury-Hall. Well, I was too busy doing the roll call. It was really good from Ndidi. It's a superb cross. Ndidi in that high 8 position. That's Leicester's system summed up, isn't it? The winger is so wide. The high number 8 comes right to the byline. What a cross that is by Ndidi. Look at that. Looks even better in slow motion, doesn't it? Brilliant from Ndidi. All Dewsbury-Hall has to do is arrive. He comes in at the back post there and heads it into the far corner. And Leicester have a huge goal. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. That's the Leicester system in action, isn't it? Wide forward and the 2 number 8s combined in there. You have to say, great cross by Ndidi, right by the byline. Does really, really well. Leicester have the lead, 71-53, the timing of the goal. And we will have a look at your comments right now. What have we got here? No. Leicester, yay. Needed Melier to claw that head out. Let's go, Leicester. They lost a late one last week, if memory serves. They did. That's correct. It's a good goal, isn't it? And it's a great time to score in such a closely contested games. You know, when you get to the last 10 minutes, there is that tendency to say, okay, let's not lose this game now. We've been in a battle. But Leicester have gone and scored. I think Leicester will be champions this season, back in the Premier League. Fair play. Excellent goal. And just a really on-brand Leicester City goal, isn't it? The way the 2 number 8s combined with the wide forward really stretching the play out. Triple substitution now. Dewsbury-Hall and Somerville, 2 best players I've seen in the Championship so far this season. Yeah, excellent. Dewsbury-Hall, as I said in the first half, will likely be Leicester's Player of the Year, I think. And maybe if you're Leicester's Player of the Year, you might be with a chance, of being the Championship Player of the Year. Right, triple sub then for West Brom. And I was too busy to see who came on. So I'll read this comment and hopefully Sky will flash the graphic up. We're so hit and miss, either the worst team can't hit back or feel like we're the best team in the league and no one can beat us. I assume that's a West Brom comment, right? So Corberon goes to the bench for West Brom. Tom Fellows, Josh Maja, and Jay Malumbi all coming in. Forgive me, I didn't see who came out. Sarmiento was definitely one, but didn't see who the others were. We'll get there. Gail would love a draw, being a Leeds fan. I'm sure you would. Face knocks that one across the pitch, given away. Kipray slides that on to Malumbi. Swift out on the left wing. Team news. Yes, please, Annie. Good shout. Get your team news. It's gone 2 o'clock. Just bung the teams in the chat if you can copy and paste them from Twitter, or there's an easier way. Would love to know how your side is lining up this afternoon. Enzo Maresca chattering away. Job well done so far. They're taking the 3 points as things stand. Leicester would be a good statement win, wouldn't it, for the Foxes? They've dropped points in 3 of the last 4. And West Brom away is a hard game at the moment. Oh, that's going to go through to Iheanacho. Couldn't quite get there. It was a really fortuitous one. I think it was Vestergaard who won the tackle, wasn't it? And the ball nearly put Iheanacho clean through. It looked like he could have got there, didn't it? Interested to see a replay of that. There you go. There's the Leeds 11. Let us know your 11s if you can get them in the chat. Oh, yeah, just unchanged. Probably easier to have said that. I would love the Ipswich team if you can stick it in the chat. .78 on the clock. West Brom need a goal. Dewsbury-Hall, they're so good, Corberon's teams, when they go ahead. So hard to play against when they're leading. And they've been leading a lot recently, haven't they? They've got to chase this one now. Sunderland finally resting Joe, but he played every game. Interesting. There you go. There is a Luton team. Thank you, Liam. As I said, I will be seeing Luton on Tuesday night against Arsenal. Woof. They're all coming in. Thank you, Liam. Who's that? Sheffield United. Oh, I can see I've got this one wrong already. I'm only 1 out. Damn. I had Williams in for Clark, but thank you for the Ipswich team. And here, 10 out of 11. Hi, Ben. You're not going today. Well, I live an hour and a half away, Finn, and it's kickoff in 50 minutes time, so you can probably do the maths. No. Sakamoto and Godden dropped. Ayari and O'Hare start behind right. Thank you. O'Hare's first start. Great player, O'Hare for Coventry. Isn't it? That's going to be a throw in to Leicester. We are into the last 10 minutes of regulation time. Make it 2, Foxes, says Rene. Well, they're getting the 3 points as things stand. We need a West Brom goal for that to change. Ricardo just hooks that away. Nice tackle by Yakuslu. Ajayi, bit of nameless ball forward. That one easily headed clear. Oh, excuse me. Ian, thank you. There is the Rotherham team. Townsend. Yeah, QPR fans can sit back and relax. You love that Friday win, don't you, hey? 3 points already on the board. Crossed by Fellows to the back post. Swift arriving. Brilliant header by Face. They have been so good, those Leicester centre-halves, haven't they? That was a superb defensive header because Swift, I didn't know he had it in him, arrives on the back post. Good header back across. And Josh Maja has got a 2-yard header into the net then if Face hasn't got his positioning absolutely spot on. Great defending by Leicester. Corner, though, to West Brom. In it goes. Ajayi was arriving, falls to Townsend, who drives the shot, blocked out by 2 Leicester players. Although West Brom win it back, and West Brom are now starting to put the pressure on. If they want an equaliser, they need to keep this building. They can't let their foot off the pedal here with Leicester. They're too good a side to just get caught out of nothing. You need to build the pressure up to score against Leicester, I would have thought. I think Sheffield Wednesday did, to be fair, from what I hear on, was it Tuesday night or Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday night, wasn't it? A little slide inside by Fellows, given away. And here is Ndidi in the 10. And Ndidi, Fatawu, those two combined to set up Keenan Dewsbury-Hall for what is looking like a vital win here. Look like a foul by Yokuslu, not given. Ricardo holds his head. Tend to agree with him, actually, but Leicester have won it back. Winks. Vestergaard, face. Wout Face, the Leicester centre-half, might actually be the man of the match up to this point. Let me know your thoughts in the comments when we get to minute 90. Who your man of the match is. Fatawu. Face. Ooh. Looked like a bit of a hefty challenge there, but referee Robinson, who I have been impressed with today, gives nothing. It looked like one of the West Brom lads, so I didn't see who it was, came through the back of his man. But on we go. Move on. Swift. Malumbi goes home to Palmer. Ajayi didn't really want that there, did he? But you've got to be comfortable receiving the ball out of the back. Now, how long to go? 84:07 on the clock, meaning Leicester have less than 6 minutes plus stoppage time to see out what would be a big win. The live league table looks a little something like, I'm padding because it's not bloody loading. There we go. In fact, I'm going to not even show it because we're on the attack for West Brom now. It's going to run through to Hermansen. Yeah, 46. That's a brilliant total. If you're anywhere near 46 points by the halfway mark, you're on for 2 points per game, aren't you? And Leicester are still 4 games off the halfway mark. There you go. You've mentioned Face more than most others. A great point. Yeah. One more substitution for both teams, actually. Nat Chalobah is going to come in for Yokuslu for West Brom. Straight swap in central midfield. Experienced holding midfielder Chalobah. Just add some extra legs. I say some extra legs. He's only got 2, hasn't he? But we are getting, is that Casaday, the loanee from Chelsea? I think possibly for Leicester coming in as well. Speaking of their excellent attacking options, that would be another one if I've identified the player correctly there. Here's Chalobah, though. First touch for the Baggies. Townsend, lovely switch of play by Chalobah. Fellows gets tackled there. He's given the ball away a couple of times now, the youngster. Want him to do well. Obviously, youngster coming into a big game here, but just needs to get up to speed, doesn't he? Right, here is that Leicester substitution. Wilf Ndidi, who put a really good assist in, didn't he, for Dewsbury-Hall's goal, is coming out. Vital moment that in the game. Really showed his quality there. Ndidi running to the byline. Full sprint. Ball's going out. Clips it perfectly to the back post. Does all the work for Dewsbury-Hall, who just has to head it into the net. And Cassaday is on the Chelsea loanee. Who do I support? Ipswich Town. Here is Kipray. Kipray to Chalobah. Chalobah to Townsend. Back to Chalobah. By the way, we only looked at that live league table from a Leicester point of view. For West Brom, they could be overtaken by Hull City today if Hull can win their game against Watford. Thomas Asante, little drag back, tries to knock it inside. Did he overcomplicate that a little bit? I think possibly he may have. But it's a West Brom throw-in, and we all know Darnell Furlong can absolutely hurl these ones in, can't they? Kipray's up, Ajayi's up, a couple of huge centre-halves in there for West Brom. In comes the long throw. Good header away by James Justin. Swift heads it back in. Oh, it's flicked on Ajayi. Oh, it's poked away. It's into the back of the net. I think it's an own goal, is it? Or has Josh Maja put it in? I don't know who scored, but West Brom have equalised. 88 minutes gone. West Brom 1, Leicester 1. The equaliser has come. Let me know your thoughts on that one in the comments. The equaliser is in the net. I'm just having a look. It does look like Maja put it in. There's a bit of a scramble from the long throw, wasn't it? Swift headed it in. Kipray gets a flick and he tries to hook it away. Pereira, he can't really do a lot. It's just one of those where you're scrambling from a long throw. He flips it, sort of trying to put it away, say, to the left-hand side of the goal as the keeper looks. And Maja arrived, the substitute. Well played, Corberon. He did stick an extra striker on. And he's got the equaliser. West Brom 1, Leicester 1. Josh Maja's first goal for West Brom. And that hasn't updated, but Leicester dropped them down to 44. West Brom put them up to 33. That could be all change. And it could be a third game in 5 with points dropped for Leicester City. We will see. West Brom have got the equaliser and they've got another long throw in. And I would be hurling this one in the box if I were West Brom. Keep that pressure on. I'll go to your comments in a second, reacting to a big goal scored by Josh Maja, former Sunderland striker. Played in France, didn't he, for Bordeaux or something. Not such a good throw by Furlong this time. And it's been cleared, hooked away by the goal scorer for Leicester, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, which should allow me to click some comments up. Let's have a look here. God's sake, Leicester, says Aaron. What else have we got here? Yes, need to walk the dog. Profane language, Rene. You beauty, thank goodness. Called it. Did say it would be 1-1. Let's click through all of these. Leicester knocking off early. Again, never thought I'd say this. Well done, Baggies. I think after the season, leaders slipping up. Other slow starts start to catch them. Is this a good result or a bad result? Look, if you're up at the top of the table, draws are probably better and only 2 points going into the league table than 3 for a win. So if you are a fan, like I am, of Ipswich, Leeds, Southampton, etc., a draw is pretty much the perfect result here for you because these are both good sides. I suspect Leicester won't be outside the top 3. I suspect West Brom won't be outside the top 6 if we go on the last 6 weeks particularly. And a draw is a good result. But here is Fatawu. It's crossed in low by Cassaday, but cleared away by West Brom. 5 minutes stoppage time on the board. Sorry, don't worry about your bad language, Ren. I was only joking. Watching the game at St Andrews now, Matty. Nice. Stick with us. Good commitment. Winks, big carry, slides it in. Kipray, big clearance. Did he get caught after he hit that? I think he did. Should be a free kick that to West Brom. Well played. Yes, that's totally true from Ben. If you are a fan of Ipswich, Leeds, Southampton, etc., they now need to go and win, and they can take 2 points potentially out of both West Brom and Leicester. 92:05 on the clock. It's 1-1. West Brom's excellent form in terms of they've had hard fixtures and they've not lost any of them will continue. Leicester's still have a magnificent points total, but they have slowed down recently. Maja, can he make it worse for them? Maja to Malumbi. Fellows slips. Oh, Fellows has done well now. He's beaten his man. Puts the cross in to the back post. Swift controls it. Oh, he wanted 10 touches when he needed only to take 2. West Brom are looking the more likely winners here in stoppage time. 92:46 on the clock. Excuse me. They've got a throw in, the Baggies, which Darnell Furlong, he's going to wind up a long throw. Corberon is a hell of a manager. Yeah, he certainly is in the Championship, isn't he? He's going to wind up a long throw, Furlong. They scored from the last one of these, or they scored from one a few minutes ago. Big header clear by Vestergaard. They've still been very good. Here comes the Leicester counter-attack, and Leicester are clean through on goal now to win the game. Dewsbury-Hall squares it. Winks has scored, and Leicester have snapped the win. Oh, I did not see that coming. Wow. Maresca is on the pitch. What a moment. West Brom went too much for it. They threw everyone forward for the long throw. Huge counter-attack. There was 2 players in from halfway. Dewsbury-Hall does the right thing. Wow, what a moment. Winks slides it into the net, and Leicester may have themselves a massive win and a 93rd minute winner. Whoa, what a moment in the Championship that could be. Goodness me, I do not blame West Brom for going for it, but they have been caught out in the worst way. Harry Winks keeps his composure, slides it in the net. Fair play to Winks. Furthest man up the pitch. He's supposed to be the deep-lying central midfielder. Look at that from Maresca. He's run onto the pitch. The Leicester subs love that. The Leicester fans love that. This could be a magnificent win. I've put the wrong goal scorer. It's not West Brom. I've lost my head now. It's not West Brom 2, Leicester 1. It's West Brom 1, Leicester 2. That could be a gigantic goal for the Foxes, couldn't it? Goodness me. I need to calm down. We're now over the 5 minutes minimum stoppage time. What a moment. Down the line it goes, headed away. I suspect we'll go to probably 97, won't we, Beans? That goal went in. Why was every West Brom? They were going for it. Fair play. They've got another long throw now. Got to love the Championship. It was super. The keeper's up now for West Brom. Alex Palmer's come up, so they could score again, Leicester, if they can just get the ball clear. Can West Brom get it back in the box? They've got another long throw in. Alex Palmer is up. Darnell Furlong, they've probably got time to just take this. They've thrown it short. In comes the cross. Palmer's there on the near post. The goal's empty. Leicester have cleared. Can they just get up the pitch? There's an open goal here. Winks, shoot, mate, shoot. He puts it forward. He can't. He falls over by the touchline. We're up to 96 minutes. Leicester win a throw. Dewsbury-Hall fist pumps in front of his away end. He knows they have won this game. Great finish this. And it is all over. What drama at the Hawthorns. An incredible end to this game. West Brom got themselves an 88th minute win, equaliser, They were pushing for the winner. But they pushed too hard, didn't they? Threw everybody forward for the throw-in and a huge counter-attack and Leicester nick a 93rd minute winner from Harry Winks. I completely lost my head, sorry, when that goal went in. Unbelievable end to the game. It was Dewsbury-Hall and Winks with the goals for Leicester. Maja with the goal for West Brom. Dramatic start to your Saturday in the Championship. I need to calm down. Absolute wild ending. It was tremendous, wasn't it? And Leicester are going to go to 46 points. How about that? Unlucky West Brom. Fair play to the Baggies for going for it, but were they their own worst enemy there? Suicidal attacking Ben. Ashley, this is why we love football. Anything can happen, and it usually does. I need to calm the hell down. I need to say thank you to everybody for joining. Please hit like before you leave. Enjoy the afternoon's football. I'm going to be back with the hot takes. Leicester with a magnificent late win. Wow, what a finish. We'll see you tomorrow for the hot takes.